Hello students, welcome back to Shreya's classroom. So today we'll read a poem from First Flight from class 10, The Ball Poem by John Berryman. Okay, so let's learn about the poet first. John Berryman is an American poet and scholar. Okay, he was a key figure in American poetry and he was popular for his work, The Dream Songs. So let's come to the poem now. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over. There it is in the water. So here the poet is asking about a boy who has lost his ball. Okay, and now the poet wants to know the reaction of the boy. What is the reaction of the boy after losing his ball? Okay, how is the boy reacting after losing the ball? Because the poet has seen that the boy was playing with that ball and then suddenly by mistake or by anyhow he has dropped the ball. Okay, and then down the street the ball fell into the water. Okay, water means water bodies like maybe stream, pond or something like that. Okay, so the poet wants to know the reaction of the boy. How is the boy reacting after losing his ball? Okay, no use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. So the poet is feeling now it will be completely useless if he goes to the boy now and consoles him by saying don't worry dear, you have lost your ball. That's not a big deal. It's not an expensive thing. I will buy you another one. Okay, it will be completely useless if the poet consoles him this way. Because the little boy was extremely attached. He was emotionally connected to that ball. Okay, no other ball cannot give him that much pleasure or that much attachment like the ball he lost used to give him. Okay. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy. So in these lines, we will get to know about the reaction of the boy. Okay. So grief means sorrow. Okay. So the boy is extremely sad. He is grief stricken. He is extremely upset. As he stands rigid and after losing the ball, he was standing, rigid means fixed. Okay, he was standing fixed to the spot where he lost his ball. Okay, trembling means shaking. Staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. And he was staring at the ball going down into the water. Okay, and along with the ball, he has also lost his childhood days. Because the ball was a part of his childhood days. He spent his childhood playing with the ball. Okay, he used to play with the ball all the time. So the ball was full of his sweet childhood memories. But now, along with the ball, his childhood days are also gone. Okay. So that's why the boy is extremely upset. He is grief stricken. I would not intrude on him a dime, another ball is worthless. A dime is an American currency. Okay, dime it means 10 cent. Okay, and it's a very small amount. So the poet is feeling that it will be completely worthless if he goes to the boy and consoles him by saying that, okay, I will buy you another ball. It is not very expensive. It will cost only a dime. Okay, so it will be completely worthless. Now he senses first responsibility. So now, after losing the ball, the little boy senses his first responsibility, that he should take care of his belongings. Okay, he should be responsible now. In a world of possessions, people will take balls. Balls will be lost always. Little boy, and no one buys a ball back. Money is external. So in a world of possessions means in the materialistic world. Okay, in a world where people are running after materials, running after money. Okay, people will take balls. Balls will be lost always. So here, ball is the symbol of materials. Okay, so what is the poet saying here? The poet is saying that people will buy materials and they will lose them obviously. Okay, and if they did not lose them, those things will get destroyed or they will get damaged with time. Okay, so nothing is permanent in the world. You have to accept the loss. Okay, little boy, and no one buys a ball back. Money is external. So the poet is saying to the little boy that money is external. It means money can buy you everything. If you have money, you can buy everything. But it can never buy you the thing you have lost. Okay, you can buy the same thing but a new one. Not the thing you have lost, with which your emotions or your feelings were associated. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes the epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. Okay, so the little boy is gradually learning the epistemology of loss. Epistemology means knowledge. Okay, so the boy is learning the knowledge of loss. He is gaining the knowledge of loss, that loss is a part and parcel of our life. We have to accept it. Okay. How to stand up? How to stand up means how to stand up against loss. How to bear the loss. How to stay strong when you will lose something. Knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. So the people who are not yet, who haven't yet realized it, that loss is a part and parcel of our life, they all will realize, everybody will realize one day that loss is it is a part and parcel of our life. We cannot get away with it. Okay? And most people are already aware of it. They already know how to stand up against loss. Okay? How to bear the loss. So the entire poem is about that loss is an integral part of life. You may lose the most important person of your life, or you may lose the most important thing of your life, and you have to be prepared for it. Okay? So this is how the poem ends. And if you enjoy my video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you.